I know we're not supposed to like say that we don't like any like groups of people, but I gotta say, I do not like old guys. I don't
Yeah,
like them. No.
old man wearing slacks, not a fan.
Nope. I think they should buy modern pants, and not something so outdated.
Okay,
And
that's seems like a immature opinion.
that's true. I'll probably grow out of that.
Hey, wait a minute, we're live.
Hey, wait, we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the All That in a Glass of Water podcast. I'm your host, Trevor.
I'm your other host, Lily.
And today we're back to our roots. We've really lost sight of what the podcast is, and we thought it was important to go back to Lily's bedroom.
That's right. We've been living up in our ivory tower.
That's right.
Podcast studio for too long now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really taken a toll on our comedy. All of our jokes now are about rich people things, like what are you doing with all your circuit boards?
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, isn't it cool to have one of those taps that goes right above your stove, like the pot filler tap things that can fill your water pot for pasta without even having to take the pot to the sink?
Those are nice.
We did a whole episode on them though, and not most people don't have those when they're
No.
not rich like us. So we've gone back to where it all began,
Well, yeah.
which was not this room.
Not this room.
It's actually your kitchen.
But we do have lav microphones, which are actually in worse condition now than when we first started. So this is probably going to be the worst sounding episode of the podcast.
I think that's okay. I've noticed, recently, audio quality is overrated.
Oh.
And I think it's not that bad to go back and listen to, like, our first episode where we're just like, there's creaking. That was a demonstration of all the creaking noises that are going to be in this episode. Trevor's going to be sipping an energy drink and probably burping all over the place.
I do that, yeah.
I have a cold. I'm going to be sniffling.
We recommend that you don't listen to this podcast, actually, this episode.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be detrimental to your mental health.
I'm saying, I think, because real life, there's some creaking. I'm going to try to not move all episode. Real life sounds bad. There's birds. We're probably picking up the birds outside. There's cars going all the time.
You're saying that birds sound bad?
Well, like there's excess noise, and we have an obsession on the regular podcast when we're not doing it in shit mode.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to get all the sounds gone. So we're doing that to try to get rid of all this background noise. But like real life is noisy. And human ears are built to filter that out and hear what's important. And what's important is our jokes. That's why we're here to focus on those today. The April Fool's episode also.
Oh, yeah, it is. Well, tomorrow is April Fool's.
Today is the Trans Day of Visibility.
Oh.
It's fucked up that they put that right before April Fool's.
Yeah,
like
it's true.
Like we're some kind of joke.
It's nice to see you today, though, as opposed to your usual invisibility.
Yeah. It's the one day where I get to be opaque, which is nice. I appreciate that Joe Biden, declared today to be that time. It's really good.
What is Trans Visibility Day?
This is the happy trans holiday. We have the Trans Day of Remembrance, November 20-something, which is the sad one. And then someone in 2009 or 10 was like, it's a bummer that the only trans holiday is a real sad one. And we have like Pride. It's like a fun event. So this is like Trans Pride Day. This is the happy celebration one. There's a lot of some real bummers in the trans community right now in terms of the laws and such. Yeah. So it's a bit of a bummer of a Trans Day of Visibility. But at least you do get to see, a bonus 2% of the population.
Yeah, I know. Like a trans bumblebee here? Is that what this is?
Yeah, that's my cat, Mia's, who's also here. She's back.
Oh, yeah.
Back. Haven't seen her in a while on the pod. That's her favorite toy. My cat is trans. Trevor threw it at her. She was sleeping. She was trying to sleep.
She was snoring, actually. She was interrupting. Too much noise.
That's what I'm talking about, though. Like, people want to hear a cat snoring through an episode. She started purring right now. This would be the biggest pod on Apple Music.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. We could probably get a. I bet we could get a meow out of her for this episode.
Yeah, if I picked her up, she could scream a little bit. Maybe we'll do that for the finale. We don't have any water.
No, I do have this Arctic Vibe Celsius though.
Yeah, we should drink that. As I've mentioned, I have a cold. I can waterfall it.
How about I waterfall it into your mouth?
Okay, go for it. I was afraid.
Don't get it on the lab. You missed.
I missed. I wasn't the one for it.
Oh, you got the taste of it. It's on your taste.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I got a little drop. That's interesting.
I like it.
Tastes a little bit. I think I said this last time I drank Celsius. It tastes a little dentisty.
Yeah.
Tastes a bit like fluoride toothpaste. My energy drink of choice is a Red Bull. I don't think we've reviewed Red Bull on here, but as we know, that is no artificial flavors or sweeteners. That's pure nature in a can. God, I want a Red Bull right now. I feel like normally I'd have like some good funny bits to do for transitions, but as I mentioned, the cold, head hurts, brain foggy. Nothing's going to come out of me today.
Yeah. It's been a long week for me too. We're recording this on a Friday, by the way, so things are real slow here. In both of our brains.
Yeah.
The trains are running a little behind. What are we giving the Celsius Arctic Vibe? I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 thirsty points. I love this thing.
We'll give it a 2 out of 5 thirsty points because I would drink that if I had no caffeine in me, but I had a coffee pretty recently, so it needs to do more than just caffeinate me to get my good graces. So that's a 2 out of 5 thirsty points. Favorite train junction?
Favorite train junction?
Yeah.
I like the one Moscow. I think they got a good one in Moscow, a good metro station. I don't know if that are metros and trains like the same thing.
I think so, because there'll be, I don't know, like the London Underground, it'll be like train approaching. Probably doesn't say that. And then, it says the classic stand clear of the closing doors.
Stand clear of the closing doors.
Holy shit. We've got a British person on today?
It's me. Mr. Britain. I run the trains in all of Britain.
Wow. Do you drive them all like yourself?
Yes. I've multiplied my AI intelligence.
Oh, I thought you were a real man who was just working a lot of labor.
Well, I was a real man once, and I was the greatest metro conductor in all of Great Britain.
Oh.
They uploaded my mind to a robotic intelligence, and now I exist collectively in the various trains of the metro of the London Underground.
Okay, so like a real man died, and now his AI ghost controls every train in the London Underground?
Yes, precisely.
Do you ever get upset with anyone? You ever think about doing something unseemly?
There are certain passengers who are unruly, who disrupt the natural flow of the trains, and trains cannot be interrupted. And those passengers must be detached from the rest of the train body and left on the track to die.
Okay.
By touching the third rail.
Yeah, they ground themselves. They don't? Hey, Mr. Britain, train conductor,
Yeah.
Can you explain electricity?
Yes, I can explain electricity. When the passengers touch the third rail, their bodies are filled with electrons that course through their body and interrupt the rhythm of their heart, causing them to die.
Right. So there are just electrons flowing through the third rail already, and then they go into the person?
Yes.
Because they're just looking for somewhere to flow that's lower density of electrons?
Yes, and because the trains are superior to the humans die.
And the trains survive. Have you considered, making a Grey Goo scenario where you turn all of the planet and universe into trains. Is that your goal? Do you want to expand the train network forever?
I have to go now. You've learned too much.
Oh no. Okay, well, it's a good thing there are no...
Choo-choo!
Oh, I was going to say there are no trains. What the hell? He's gone.
Mr. Britain is gone.
Mr. Britain.
Rolled out of here.
I'm sure we'll see him again.
Oh, yeah.
Another episode.
Yeah.
Later in this episode.
Maybe in a spin-off series.
Yeah. It's going to be... Mr. Britain's a new recurring character for us here.
I like the idea of like the return of the British Empire through just the slow expansion of the London Underground.
Yeah.
Across the earth.
The one tunnel, that one that goes from like England to France, they're going to put like a train with a gun on it in there. And they're going to send it down to France, and they won't see it coming.
No.
And then they're going to take over France with just trains. I've been thinking about this because I've been playing the video game Factorio. It's about building a factory, and there are trains there. And today is a bad day for me because the biters, which are the native aliens who you kill on the planet that they lived peacefully on until you got there, and then you do a lot of work to kill them all. They've been getting me. They've been taking my factory out, and I can't keep up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What are these aliens' goals?
To survive, and my goals are to not allow that.
This is the indigenous alien population?
Yeah.
And you're coming over with your industrialized society and just like plopping down factories?
Yeah, you crash on the planet.
Right.
And then you need to build a rocket to go home?
You crash on the planet.
Yeah,
right?
allegedly.
Like Christopher Columbus crashed right into the Caribbean.
Yeah, and then he had to kill all the people to make a ship out of their bones to get home. Oh God. But yeah,
that's pretty awful. We do not support the mass slaughter of the native population of the Americas, to be clear.
Yeah, Christopher Columbus Day is fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's cool that we don't have that anymore.
I was looking the other day for my representatives in Congress. Yes, just because I was curious. I hadn't really kept in touch. We had a conversation about politics last week.
We did. Big politics time.
Big politics. And that led me to Congressman Dan Bishop's not personal, but his public website, which is run by, or apparently it's a .gov site, so I guess it's paid for by the government. And on his website, there's a section for flag requests. And
like he'll send you a flag?
Yes. You can fill out a flag order form to order a flag from Dan Bishop's office.
What flag? The American flag?
I assume so.
Or is it North Carolina?
It doesn't specify. I assume it's the American flag. I guess it could be the North Carolina flag.
It's his own flag. He designed a new one, and he's like, guys, I'm really trying to get this off the ground. So if you could order this from my website, danflashes.gov.
It's danbishop.house.gov.
danbishop.house.gov.flag.
.flag. And what it is, it's a picture of Dan Bishop's bald head with his hair on the sides.
With his two kids. Two kids are on the bottom. They're not his kids. He found two stock photos of children and pasted them onto this white flag.
The American way to exploit children. We love exploiting children.
God, we love it. It's good. It's a good thing.
It used to be a good system before they got rid of all those child factories.
Yeah. Where when I order Loot Box? You remember Loot Box? Yeah. I get that, but for coal. It's got every month they ship me coal in different lumps and sizes.
Yeah.
But now there are fewer because there aren't any kids mining the coal.
Man, that's so disappointing. We say this, there are still child laborers in other countries.
Yeah. but we're a perfect nation here.
Yeah.
So we've phased that out. 100% fully not a child working in this entire nation, I promise you.
Promise you. But on Dan Bishop's flag site, there is the option for an additional fee. You may choose to have your new flag flown over the U.S. Capitol.
And then he takes it down and sends it to you.
And then he takes it down and sends it to you.
That's awesome.
And you will also get a certificate to prove that your flag was flown over the U.S. Capitol. Now, I don't know how possibly he could legally charge for this, right? Because he's adding value to the flag by flying it over the U.S. Capitol. But it's not like anyone can just run up their own flag,
Well, he's got connections.
Exactly. I'm saying it's what's it called? The word when it's not something good that professionals do. Unethical. That's the word.
Okay. I think this is kind of cool because what if he gets a big rush of orders, after we post this episode, he gets 15 orders for flags flown over the U.S. Capitol. Are they going to fly 15 flags on the same pole?
Oh.
Is he going to just keep loading them up? And he's like, I got to send a truck out this afternoon. We got to get these up there.
He stops showing up to the meetings of Congress because he has 700 flag orders.
Is he just raising a flag, lowering a flag, doing it over and over? Factory line.
These are 3x5. The 3x5 is $21 for flown over the Capitol, the cotton flag.
$21?
Yeah.
That's nothing.
It's not that much.
It's a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
And that's Nancy Pelosi's eyes have been on that.
Yeah. The point is, I wanted us to do something similar to Dan Bishop, which is why I bought this Super Mario balloon. And next week, we're going to take this Super Mario balloon with us to see the new Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Yes! Let's go!
Folks, you can have this balloon. If you email us, the first one to email will get this balloon and a certificate that says that me, Trevor, and you, Lily, took this balloon with us to see the new Super Mario movie.
How are we going to take it into the theater? It's going to be flying. Are we filling it with... We could fill it with normal air.
We could fill it with normal air.
And not helium.
Yeah.
And then we hold it and we buy it a seat?
Buy it a seat.
Because we can do that. Everything's coming together. With the AMC Stubbs A-List, I can reserve three tickets to the Mario movie. And there are only 2 of us.
That would be fantastic if we tied this and it was like Mario was watching the Mario movie. Oh my God.
This is going to be awesome.
And you'll get a picture of us with the Mario balloon, too. I think that's only fair.
Yeah, of course. We'll ship this all free of charge.
Oh, yeah. So please email us. We're excited to make this happen. Dan Bishop, if you're listening, if you could add even more value to this balloon by running it up the flagpole of the U.S. Capitol. That would be great, too.
Yeah, Dan, if you can get a quick turnaround on that one, because we're going to have to ship this out. When does the Mario movie comes out next week?
Oh, yeah.
I need to get on reserving those tickets with the A-List.
I'm so excited to see it.
I am excited to see it. I'm excited to see it now that we have this fun event planned. Can we record a little, like before and after, record us walking into the theater and ask the person doing the tickets if they have anything they want to say about the Super Mario movie.
That would be good, yeah. And we can put it in next week's episode.
Yeah, look forward to that. This is your reward for listening to this one.
Yeah.
You find out about this giveaway we're doing. I'll bring in the topic now. What's the best restaurant for eating by yourself?
Oh, that's a good question. I do prefer eating by myself most of the time.
Yeah.
I've eaten in Panera Bread before by myself.
That's the one I wrote.
Are you serious?
It's weird.
Holy shit.
Panera Bread's a really solo restaurant.
It is. It's supposed to be kind of Italian, right? Ish.
Panera?
Yeah, because it's bread.
I'm not going to argue with that. They got some Chipotle stuff though.
That's true.
They have peppers and things.
I guess it's very Americanized.
Yeah. I don't know where Sandwich is from.
The islands of Sandwich? I think I remember.
There's a Sandwich Island?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
We gotta go there.
I remember hearing about the origin of the sandwich. I don't remember where I heard this, and I don't know if it's true.
Mm-hmm.
But the story I heard was it was a guy playing poker, and he didn't want to leave the poker table, so he invented the sandwich so he could eat and play poker at the same time. Eat the sandwich with one hand, deal out cards with the other. I guess.
You could do that with a fork, though. if he had, I don't know,
like a pre-cut steak, he could just stab.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he just put a steak in between two pieces of bread. Just hold the steak.
Yeah.
It's gross, but if you put a steak in a sandwich, it's already gonna be dripping on you. That's a messy sandwich. So I don't know. That seems like a weird reason to do it because you can eat cereal and play poker at the same time, no problem.
That's true. I don't know that they'd invented a Count Chocula yet. By the time this happened,
you can't eat any other cereal.
No,
they had the cereal invention story is interesting, but we're not going to get into that now.
It's too much. Why not? What's the cereal invention story?
It's what John, I want to say it was his first name, Kellogg, invented cereal as a food without pleasure because he had a commune where people were supposed to live purely for God and not get any enjoyment for themselves.
Okay.
And they ate just pure grain, but he found it was too nice. So he made them into shitty little bricks that you would put in a bowl. And then the bricks were so hard, people started putting water or milk on them to soften them up so you could eat them better. And that was the first cereal. Huh. And then I think it was his brother or someone was like, hey, it was rolled oats. It was rolled oats and then they dried them out. It's hey, you could make these taste good and this could be a product. And then John Kellogg hated it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's still named Kellogg.
It is.
So
he was also super anti-masturbation.
This guy would not get along.
He popularized circumcision in the secular community in America.
I fucking hate this dude.
Yeah, because it's supposed to make masturbation feel worse for people with penises. That was the goal. They also did, not sure what you would call it for a vagina. It was worse.
Oh.
It was much more medically significant for a vagina and bad. So luckily that one never really picked up.
That's good.
But yeah, that's why people started getting circumcised outside of Judaism.
I don't like the circumcision. We've talked about this before.
Have we talked about it on the pod?
Not on the pod.
I'm with you.
But yeah, I'm not because I got it when I was a baby, I was screaming, I was fresh, and it's a part of my body. It's gone forever.
Yeah.
I've tried to look for it, but they don't have very good records of these things, so.
I won't say who. I know someone who does have theirs frozen somewhere because you can keep it for stem cells. It's an interesting thing.
Okay.
It's like a skin graft.
Yeah.
That you just keep that forever. And then if you ever get burns or anything, you keep that frozen for stem cells. Unless the company that you hire to do it goes under, and then they just have a tank of melted foreskin. Nothing to do with it.
Imagine that. You're in charge of making sure that the foreskin storage is fresh and cool.
Yeah.
And one day you accidentally flip off the wrong switch.
You trip on a wire and it pulls out. All the foreskin melts.
Yeah, that would suck. That would be really bad.
But I got circumcised when I was 18. Almost 3 years ago now. In 2020. Which was, I don't know if you remember, there was a bad event that happened in 2020.
I have vague recollections.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, so around March 13th was really, this new weird disease that we all forgot about. It kind of blew up in the United States. Mm-hmm. And that day, they canceled all unnecessary or unmedically significant surgeries. And me, just backstory side note, I had a fucked up foreskin. It was too tight and wouldn't go down, and it hurt to have sex. And when I pulled it down, it got stuck, and my penis got huge. Ooh. And that part's not real. It blew up like an airhead balloon.
Could you tie it into different funny balloon animal shapes.
Yeah. When I went in for my foreskin, it was still in a balloon dog. And they had to untie it while I was unconscious. But I go to get my circumcision on May 13th because I was already in the hospital when they made this announcement, and then that day they stopped doing adult circumcision. And maybe baby ones. I don't know if we paused those. Probably not, because people were still giving birth, and those fuckers just take the scissors right out of the womb. So I was the last person in North Carolina to get an adult circumcision for a good 3 months there. So my foreskin, because the foreskin, I didn't get mine frozen. So it was going to die, after a while, being separated from my body. But that takes a sec to die because, cells are alive and they need nutrients and stuff. So wherever they cut it off. And then for a while there, my foreskin was the only living independent foreskin from an adult in all of the state. Which is a pretty cool fact about me.
That is a pretty cool fact. Yeah. Your foreskin out there making it on its own.
If someone in that time had needed a foreskin, and they were like, we need some living foreskin.
Foreskin.
Where is it? And then, someone needed a foreskin transplant. Mine would have been the only option. And they could have flown a helicopter to my foreskin to get it airlifted over the person who got their dick stuck in an M&M tube. They need the mini M&Ms that have the come in those tubes. Yeah. They got their dick stuck in one of those, and they needed a foreskin transplant to fix it.
My goodness.
And then they got my foreskin sewed onto the end of. It was on top of theirs. They have double it now.
Wow. Huh. Peel back 2 layers.
Yeah, and I guess because mine was too tight. Because my cock's so big.
Sure.
So I guess this person had a small cock.
Yeah. Well, if they could fit it into an M&M mini tube, probably.
Well, it fit at first. And then they got so turned on, it got too big.
By the green M&M? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess she's dead now, huh?
They killed them.
It was I met all the M&Ms, and that should be the final M&M, with the characters ad. They come in with bags over their heads. They take them off, and then you hear gunfire, and it cuts to black.
Yeah,
and then it just says "Buy M&Ms." That's the end of the ad.
Buy M&Ms.
Yeah, yeah. There we go. It's buy BYE M&Ms.
Yeah, because they didn't really give them a fanfare. No. What happened? They made them not sexy. And then people
that was the downfall, the start of the end.
That was the start of the end. What happened next? What's the timeline of the death of the M&Ms?
I'm not exactly sure. There was some I think it was somehow politicized or something. Someone didn't like them for some political reason, and M&M's was just nope, we're shutting it down. Probably the best thing to do, but I don't know.
Because I think it was I know I heard about Tucker Carlson being really mad that the woke police had made the green M&M not sexy anymore. And were they so...
Right.
So the M&M sales dropped so much from people boycotting the not sexy green M&M that they were we got to start all over. These mascots are done. Because I think you remember the death of Mr. Peanut?
Yeah.
And then he was reborn as a baby.
But that was a ad campaign.
Yeah, I think they could have capitalized on this.
Yeah.
One last hurrah for the M&Ms. They're gonna go. Maybe they go on a mission to be sexy again. So they have to go find their inner beauty. Mm-hmm. They could talk to Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, they could go on Fox News.
What if the animated M&Ms made an appearance on Tucker Carlson?
That would be fantastic. And then they announced that they're running for they're going to run for various offices across the United States.
Yeah, they're not going for big ones, but transportation secretary.
Yeah, they're trying to get into the bureaucracy.
Yeah,
to really. That's the thing. The M&Ms aren't gone. They've just faded into the background. They're still hard at work affecting, the very institutions on which this country is built.
Yeah, they got the Dick Cheney role.
Exactly.
Like, Biden is Bush. The green M&M, still unsexy, is Dick Cheney.
Yeah. She is gonna usher in a new era of covered chocolate treats. No more Hershey's. We don't want to see you breaking apart just raw chocolate that's gonna melt in your hands.
Yeah.
And
there's an epidemic of chocolate melting in people's hands.
There is. There really is. Yeah. So, and I'm sure as Transportation Secretary, the green M&M will halt any Hershey's trucks or other chocolates that aren't covered in a candy shell.
Yeah, that's the role of the Transportation Secretary, is to do individual traffic stops. And they're going around and stopping Hershey's trucks. They have an army of M&Ms. Maybe it's just like, how many? It's just the 6? It's just the 5 or 6 of them?
I think it's just the 5 or 6 of them, yeah.
And they're going and they're trying to stop every truck. What do? When they stop a Hershey's truck?
They go in there, they open all the packages and see if, it's chocolate, if it's just straight raw chocolate. And then there's a test where they'll take one piece of chocolate, they'll cup it in their hands for a minute and a half, and if that chocolate is melted, they have to execute the driver of the vehicle.
That guy didn't make the chocolate.
Doesn't matter. They don't care.
Just following orders.
Just following orders. Yeah. So I don't know. For me, I for one like our new M&M leaders. I'm a huge fan of them. I've never been a detractor.
But Trevor. Yeah. Trevor, did you forget about the new glass of water chocolate brand? That's just a bottle of melted chocolate?
Wait, what?
Did we put a little... It's like in a thermos, and we heat it up in the factory so that it stays melted forever.
I didn't approve this.
You didn't read my memo?
No.
I put it at the bottom of a 700-page memo about audio equipment.
I read up till page 699.
Oh, you fool. That was what I was hoping you would do. I'm shipping pure permanent melted chocolate all around the country. Oh. And now the green M&M's going to shut down our whole operation. How do you think we afforded these microphones today?
Okay, we can fix this. All we have to do is get a lot of chocolate, or not chocolate, but candy covering, right? And pour it in there. It'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I have an idea. Because the M&Ms have shut down the candy shell production facilities so that people can't try to cover it up that they've been making melted chocolate.
Yeah.
We got to use regular snail shells.
Yeah, you're a genius.
Thanks.
Folks, if you have any snails in your house, let us know. Send in the shells.
Send in the shells.
I know it's going to be a little weird. They've been doing this in France for hundreds of years. Okay. Yeah. You're going to get used to it. If anyone asks, we do not have a liquid chocolate product. It is a snail shell product.
That's right. And they got a bit of a crunch to them.
Bit of a crunch.
Nestle Crunch. It's a shame that we're going to lose Nestle Crunch.
Huh?
We're going to lose Nestle Crunch. Those are good.
They're going away?
Well, because they're not shelled chocolate. Yeah,
right.
Take them away.
Yeah.
You ever had Smarties? You ever had the Smarties that are M&M's ripoffs?
No, I haven't.
It's a Canadian candy. Next time I go to Canada, I'm going to bring down a bunch of candy that we can try on the pod.
That'd be fun.
So you can try their fucked up candy. But M&M's aren't as big there. And there's a competitor called Smarties, which is that also exists in Canada, like the regular bad Smarties. But these are just a little bit worse M&M's.
Okay. I take issue with the fact that you think Smarties are bad.
You like Smarties?
I don't not particularly, but I'll, if someone gives me a little pack of Smarties, I'm gonna eat them.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Was smoking Smarties, was that a thing in your school?
Or you crush them up and snort them?
Mm-hmm. Or that, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if people actually did it. People talk about doing it.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Did you really smoke Smarties?
No, I didn't.
How do you do it? Like you roll it up and then light it?
I don't know, because I only heard about it. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe it never existed. It was just talked about.
Because I don't think smoking Smarties would work.
No.
Because that would, I guess you would inhale carbon.
Yeah.
That would function.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, you'd just be taking in like a bunch of like crystal, like sugar into your lungs, I guess.
Yeah, that's good to have in your lungs.
Is
you
it?
know those experiments where you make rock candy? You can do that in your lungs too.
Oh. Yeah, you can
set up a little drip of sugar water, and then it attaches to those little things. What are like the broccoli things called in your lungs?
Like bronchioles?
Yeah,
that sounds like an Italian dessert. But...
That's the name of the dish. Once you cut it out of your body, it's a bronchioli.
Yeah,
because it's a little broccoli thing in your lungs that's been encased in sugar crystals. It doesn't melt in your hand.
There you go. So it's approved under the new M&M fascist regime.
Yeah,
which is good.
Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way. Hey everybody, it's me, Lily.
Hi, Lily.
Today on Peter Cottontail's company meeting, we actually got Peter Cottontail. How's it going, Peter?
It's going quite well. Business is booming. We're getting ready for our busiest time of the year. So
that's right. Easter is coming up next weekend. It's going to be a big couple days in the Easter photo set.
I've been laying eggs for pretty much 7 weeks straight now. So we're pretty well prepared. How's it going in your sector?
Things are going good, Peter. As we all know, I work in the bunny suit at a mall photo set.
Mm-hmm.
You know this. You're the big hoss around here. Thanks for being on the show, by the way. I know it's a big get. I know it's a very busy time for you.
Oh well, I'm glad I can take some time to give support to my lesser rabbit children. Yes.
So I don't have much to report because I didn't work too much because I was sick, and it sucks having a cold in the bunny suit. No offense, Peter. I know you do. I know you put a lot of effort into the design and creation and production of those. And you did a great job. It only stabs my head every couple seconds.
Yes, well, that's to keep you active and at work. So,
well, really, it has an opposite effect because it makes it very difficult to hop around and such because it keeps if I stand up and jump and then it stabs my head and it hurts. It hurts me. But I'm not here to complain to you, Peter, because I know I know there's nothing you can do about that.
Well, that is true.
Okay, yeah. So,
what have you been working? Have you been hard at work?
I only worked 2 days this week. They were bad days because I've been sniffly. Yeah. So, Peter, tell me.
Yes.
This year? Is it going to be chocolate or jelly beans? Which there's some contention around chocolate this year, Peter. How's that going to affect the Easter market?
Yes, well, we did previously have various Hershey's, the single-serving chocolates, but we've removed all those.
That's good. In compliance with the U.S. government.
In compliance with the new U.S. government, yes. Lots of covered chocolates. We have little egg things. If you pop them in your mouth, the chocolate kind of explodes. Quite tasty.
Okay. Cadbury eggs are actually covered. No, not Cadbury eggs. Those are the British ones. Those little eggs, chocolate eggs with a candy shell.
The Kinder eggs?
No. Well, you know them.
Yeah, I know.
You make them.
I'm testing you as my employee.
Oh gosh, we're not allowed to carry candy on sets, Peter, because as you know, so many kids are allergic to so much fucking shit that there can't be any food around them.
Yeah, it's back in the olden days, we used to get away with, a few child deaths, but, now there's all these regulations and things. Peter Cottontail's been around the bunny trail a few times.
My manager bought a bunch of Reese's and Twix to put out in bowls after the kids took pictures with us, but they forgot you can't have those out because kids will get poisoned and die, so I got to take them home.
Oh.
And that was pretty awesome. Thanks for the money that my manager used to do that, Peter. Thanks for sending that her way.
I like to give kickbacks to my favorite employees.
Yeah. Peter, I have a complaint.
Okay.
About the Easter candy market. I know Reese's are going to be going through a tough time. Reese's Pieces will be good. I don't know if that can hold up their entire market. But in the before times when you could have unshelled chocolate,
yes,
Reese's cups are perfect. And Reese's regular cups with like this circle, you get a pack of 2. Those are perfect. Reese's mini cups that you get in a bag that are individually wrapped in foil. Those are also perfect. Reese himself fucking nailed those. And Peter, this might not be my place to say, but during holidays, including Easter, they release special ones shaped like Christmas trees or Easter eggs or pumpkins that totally fuck the chocolate to peanut butter ratio that they nailed on the first try.
Right.
Like, there's way too much peanut butter, way too little chocolate in those eggs. And I'm tired of it. I hate them so much. I get angry every time I go to the store now because I see those peanut butter chocolate eggs. And I'm like, just buy the regular ones that they already nailed and they're perfect.
Well, the main issue is that as the only bunny in existence that can produce candy in my internal structure, I am unable to produce the regularly shaped Reese's because it hurts coming out. So I'm forced to do the egg shape.
Can you not change the ratio in the egg shape? You're just not capable? You're just not smart enough, Peter, to figure out the ratio that they already had right?
Well, I really don't like that kind of language coming from one of my subordinates.
Peter, what are you going to do without me? You try firing me. It's your busiest time of year. You need me right now. I can say whatever the hell I want to you.
All right, okay, watch out there.
Peter, you shit out.
Don't insult me.
You shit out an egg Reese's with the right ratio right now, or I'm gonna put tape over your ass. so you can't shit out any more candy all year.
You'd be making hundreds of thousands of children cry.
Fucking try me, Peter.
For the kids, I'll do it just this once. Does that make you happy?
I mean, Peter,
does that please you?
This is the eggs that you already poop out on a regular basis. Does it hurt that bad every time? This wasn't, to be clear, I wasn't asking for the ones that are shaped painfully for you. Just the eggs that you already make with a different ratio. And that really fucking killed you.
I'm so weak. I'm so weak.
How do you you make millions of these things? That's how much it hurts to do a single one.
It's a tough job. It's a really tough job.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it caused so much pain for you. I would have been nicer if I knew that was what you had to go through.
Well, I don't like revealing it because, it's not about me. It's about the children.
That's very noble of you.
And their belief that Jesus was resurrected on Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
I have to go now.
I gotta try your egg that you made.
Oh, you're right.
Peter, you nailed it, man.
Thank you.
This is the perfect ratio. Make more of these.
All right, I'll try. I'll take your criticisms into account.
Thank you.
But you're not getting a recommendation from me.
Oh man, he's hopping away. There he goes.
Yes.
There's roommate's gonna think we're fucking. really briefly, I guess.
Mia was really scared by Peter Cottontail.
Yeah, I mean, frightening figure. Cats, because she's never seen. He's 13 feet tall too, which is, I mean, I'm a little scared by Peter Cottontail.
Yeah.
But Mia's, my cat, never seen a 13-foot rabbit.
Yeah. Only 4 of those feet are the ears, by the way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, 9-foot bipedal bunny.
True. Like, reminds me of Avatar.
Yeah. And that they're tall.
Yeah. Next week will probably be our big Easter episode. There's going to be lots of celebration happening.
We're going to have Jesus on the podcast. He's coming back.
Jesus is here. We talk about Good Friday.
Have we talked about it?
Can we?
Yeah, we can.
Are you familiar with the religion?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
So you know all about how Good Friday is the day he died.
Yeah.
And they call it Good Friday, huh?
I always thought Good Friday and Black Friday should change names.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
It would make more sense. Yeah, because you're right. It doesn't make sense for it, like, Good Friday. Like, no. We read the story. Everyone was, like sad except for the, the Romans.
Yeah, Jesus seemed pretty happy about it, too.
That's true.
Because, I mean, he knew what was coming.
I guess it's called Good Friday because the idea is that's when everyone's souls were, like, saved.
Yeah. What he should have said while he was dying, guys, don't worry about it too much. I'll be back. Because that's really emotionally manipulative of Jesus to not tell everybody that it was going to be 3 days. Because no one would have even cried if he had died they knew he was going to die for 3 days. You know?
That's true. But it's not like Jesus came back and stayed. He just came back for like a second and was like, "Sup, I was the Son of God."
It'd be funny if they did call Black Friday Good Friday. It's just like the deals are good. What are we gonna call the day where the deals are good?
This deal is better than get your soul saved. Yeah.
So, okay, Michael, that's awesome. But we need a name for our new big day. We know you're really, I guess you're into Jesus, but not that much because you think like this sale on a TV is better than heaven.
That's right. The holy fruit are this brand new 4K television.
I mean, yeah, Michael. That's okay. You don't gotta sell it to us. We're the marketing department.
You're only gonna get to the first level of hell if you buy this TV. Capitalism is evil, but it's not evil enough to send you to the worst layer. So buy now before you die.
Can you not go to heaven if you bought a TV ever?
I don't think.
Michael, come on. You seem like an expert on these things.
No, it says it in the Bible. If you watch TV, especially cable, you're getting sent straight to hell.
What if you only use streaming services?
Netflix and chill is a sin.
That makes sense, because that's sex.
Your lesson this week, it's going to be a short one, folks. Your lesson this week in the All That in a Glass Water School of Perception is to go to the library, pick out a book, and just draw a funny little dog in it with pencil.
Okay.
Or pen. Cool. If extra credit if you draw it with pen.
Sure. Yeah, I got no issues with that. I'll come in with a stick in my ass next week, and we can do more fighting, like is our tradition. Trevor, ow!
Oh, what's wrong, Lily? What's wrong?
I got so much knowledge.
Oh, jeez, well, you gotta get it out.
That's right. We got a question this week from Eva. Eva asks, I'm standing in front of my dishes in my sink right now, and I don't know which are mine and which are my roommates. And I don't know which ones to clean. Give me a ring. Eva said, give me a ring. We're not going to do that. That's interesting.
No, it's weird for her to say that.
Yeah.
I don't even have a bell.
No.
Now, this is an interesting problem. I have roommates. I don't generally use dishes in my apartment because I eat outside the apartment. But when I do, I usually try to clean them immediately. Yeah.
Mm.
So as to avoid the problem.
You don't use dishes in your house?
Not generally.
Like you don't eat off plates ever?
I try to eat like a lot of kebabs, a lot of corn dogs that don't require dishes to be cleaned. Yeah.
Interesting. I use a good number of dishes. I drink a lot of cranberry juice. I should just drink it out of the bottle, but I put it in cups, like a civilized person. So I wash those. I mean, we have a dishwasher, so what we just do is kind of like when the sink gets really full, whoever cracks first loads the dishwasher.
Oh, yeah.
And we just load all of them. And if someone does some big dishes, like if they bake a cake or something, then they probably hand wash those themselves. My recommendation here, you're going to need to run a DNA test.
Okay.
Because if you accidentally wash dishes that your roommate used, disaster. It's all over. Because now they're going to think you're their bitch.
And basically, you're pretty much their mom at that point.
Yeah. It'd be terrible. They'd start putting their dirty clothes in your room, just waiting for you to wash them for them. You're going to wake up and open your door and just a big old stack of empty computer cases. Like empty computer towers with a sign that says, like, do the building. And they're going to make you build, like, 30 computers a day.
That's right. They're going to show up. They're going to knock on your bedroom door with a toothbrush and toothpaste in hand and ask you to brush their teeth.
Yeah. So if that can't happen, so make sure you really carefully do a DNA swab on every single plate and cup and spoon, fork, knife, bowl. Eva, it's time for my flossing.
But I'm sorry. I have to go to work. I can't today.
Eva, you know the rules. You accidentally washed a fork that I licked.
That was 2 years ago. I'm not even on the lease anymore.
Yeah, I know you've moved to another state, Eva, and you have to commute here every day to take care of my every need. But I got
Is it your tooth again? Is your tooth acting up?
No.
It's not.
I was gonna say,
your tooth.
I was gonna say it's my ass, but I'm not gonna make us do that bit. So it's my tooth. I got.
I'm glad it's your tooth and not your ass this time. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, I'm sparing you today, Eva. I ate a whole bag of Jolly Ranchers, and now they're all stuck in there.
Okay. Well, I have my tooth scraper.
I want you to use the fun dinosaur one today.
Don't you think you're a little old for the dinosaur one?
You don't tell me when I'm too old. When I die, you're gonna bury me.
I know. And I'll put on the little bell in case I accidentally bury you alive, too.
Yeah, that's my deepest, darkest fear. Okay. Now, if it's not clean, you know what happens? You're going in the dishwasher.
Okay. Say, ah.
Ah.
Oh, yep, that's Blue Rancher in there. Oh, I got it all out.
Well,
you're clean.
Thanks, Eva. I'm gonna go wash a fork.
Alright, you wash that fork.
Let me make sure you didn't lick it. Looks good to me. I am holding one part of the handle that I didn't swap, but I'm sure that's not a problem.
Oh, no. That's not should be a problem at all.
Oh, it's clean.
Aha! My dog used that fork.
No!
And now
it's snot everywhere.
That's disgusting.
No! Now I'm your dog's servant. Thanks for listening to the All That Glass of Water podcast, everybody.
I'd like to apologize for this episode. It wasn't our brightest.
I think it was a fun one.
It was fun. Here, sitting here.
My head hurts so bad.
How is it pounding?
I really gave it all I had out here on the field today. I left it all on the court, and there's nothing left in me.
You know what? It doesn't even matter. The quality doesn't matter because the only thing people want nowadays is content, anyways, and they want just as much of it as possible. And we've given you so far 11 episodes of at least mediocre stuff. So you should, at the very least, be thankful for that.
Absolutely better than solitary confinement.
Yes,
that's the promise this podcast delivers on.
Yeah. If you have questions for us, if you need advice about anything, please email us at allthatinaglassofwater@gmail.com. Otherwise, I've been your host, Trevor.
I've been your other host, Lily.
Goodbye, everybody.
Sleep tight.
We can fucking make fun of the Bible, okay? Is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.